In this video, we are going to go through cutting and creating the exploding box card. Now, this card is a neat way to showcase a multitude of sentiments, a lot of different embellishments, or even an assortment of photographs. You also can place a gift on the inside of this box, so it can serve as your actual gift box as well. Now, as you can tell from my videos, I like to do a fair amount of matting and layering, and this file is no exception. When you open the file, this is what you're going to see. So let's start here in the upper left. This is the cover to your box. You have different colored mats and layers here. So we're going to first ungroup this, and we're going to, the white layer is going to be your actual top, and then the rest of the pieces are your mats and layers. So you can cut these from any colors you wish, or you could omit them completely. Now also in here, there was the writing which told you what this was. I'm going to go back and find it. There it is. And all I'm going to do with this is I'm just going to highlight it. It shows up over here in the window. I'm going to click the eye to hide it, so now it will not draw. My directions or any of the verbiage that I put, I do not attach to anything. So if you do not hide it, it's just going to put it on a separate page, which then you would not, of course, complete that page. Just skip over it when you're actually going to make it. So then we have the inside of the box. And again, it's the same kind of a situation. Let's get the text out of here. I'm going to close it. So this blue portion at the back is going to be the actual outer box. These dark blue and white panels are your mats and layers to decorate the outside of the box. And then the last piece we have is the inside. Now this, and again, I'm going to hide this, but as it says, you can cut more. It's just one. For this project, we're going to do 2. And what you need to do is resize down 1/4 inch for each additional layer. So here we have the text. We'll highlight it. It pops up here on the side in gray, and I'm going to close the eyeball on that. So then I'm going to take this piece and I'm going to click on duplicate. And this came in at 10.758. Not sure where that came from, but we're going to go ahead and take this down to 10.5. So we're going to go to 10.5 inches. And now we have a second layer to go inside. The next thing we need to do is just go ahead and click on Make It. It's going to sort it onto the different mats. I have finished with cutting out my project and also doing the mats and the layers. So the next thing we're going to do is to assemble this card. So I have my pieces here. Now let's slide these out of the way and let's start with the top. So this is the top. And what we're going to do is we are going to fold on all of the score lines and then burnish those folds so that we have some nice clean corners. Same thing here with these little tabs. We're going to get those bent and burnished. Then all the way around we're going to go ahead and do this. And now I'm going to be decorating this with photos. So it is going to be kind of plain at this point, but it is going to be a photo box. And so I will be adding those after the fact. And actually for the inside, I will do some matting on the photos as well. So now we're going to add adhesive, and we are going to join this to form the box lid. Now I'm going to go ahead and use my tape gun. And I'm going to put adhesive on the tabs as well as on the inside where they attach, because I want to make sure that it stays nice and strong. So there we go. Now, so all we're going to do is we're going to line up these edges, and then we are going to press these sides together to get them to adhere. Same thing here. Just fold them in and press and hold. And our third corner, nice clean corners. And that's why I like liquid adhesive, because you can change the positioning a little bit. It's not as critical as you have to make just direct contact when you're using like the tape gun. So I'm going to press them in place one more time, and there is our lid. So I'll set that aside for now. This is the actual box, and again I did add the mat pieces to kind of hopefully make this a little easier to see. So we have score lines that run across here, here, and then we have a score line here. So we're going to take and fold again on our score lines. These are going to fold in here, and again burnish them nice and clean. Same thing on this side. And I don't know, with this paper being so bright white, if you can actually see the score lines, but I know you can see it on your project or on the Design Space file. So we're just folding on those. Now we're going to go the opposite way and fold these down. All right, here we go. There we are. And one more. It's going to be this one. All right, so now that part is done. Now these have to fold in, the ones on the corners. So this is a bit trickier, but it's not real hard. And then once I get them folded, I do burnish it. So here, I'm just going to basically bring these two sides together, which will in turn fold this in. Then once I get it folded, I'm going to go to the inside, and then I'm just going to burnish it so that it stays nice and clean. The third corner, again, folding it in, then getting that fold on that score line. Burnish it down, and one last time, bringing my sides in, folding on the score line, and then we're going to burnish it. Okay, so now you can see there is our box, and if we take our lid, there it is. So that is the base of our box. Now we need to add our pages for the inside. Now I have 2 layers cut, and as I said earlier, we need to make them a 1/4 inch smaller in increments. So the pink one is my inside layer, and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm just going to fold and burnish all of these score lines in, and this is such a nice, easy project, really, once you see how it goes together. So there's that one, and then this one is white on one side, and it is this pretty peachy color on the other. And I kind of wanted it to be the white on the other side so that when I'm putting photos there, the peach might not be a perfect color to map photos on. Okay, so now we have the peach, which is larger, then the pink, and then we have our base. So what we're going to do from here is we're going to put some adhesive here on the outside of your larger leaf portion. So I'm going to pop in here and I'm going to get some adhesive on that piece. Now I'm going to flip it over and I'm going to center this on the box center. And again, if you're working with liquid adhesives, it's easier because, as we know with the tape gun, once it's down, it's down. And then the next layer, same process, get some adhesive on the bottom of this. And one more time, I'm going to go ahead and center this onto that layer. Okay, there it is. Give it a nice press. So now, when we bring this all up, we can put our lid on. And again, we still have our perfect box. When this opens up, you now have all the different leaves inside. So there's our pink layer, and there is the peach layer, and then the outer layer. So I hope that construction was clear enough. It is, as I say, quite an easy box to do. Usually, when I fold it, I kind of do it this way. Yep. So that they are, the leaves are on the inside, because with them being on the inside, now when you open it, they tend to drop open better. And as I was saying, now you could actually put a little something in the center here and then close it all up, and you now have a gift box with some really cute embellished leaves or photos or what have you here. If you like this video, be sure to click the like button and subscribe.